Christine, family members and friends told me they're just overwhelmed with emotion over the death of Gibson. They say this woman loved everyone and would do anything to lend a helping hand. Well, today dozens of people gathered to support one another as they come to terms with this tragedy.
Big colorful flames just everywhere.
Aranda McKnight couldn't believe her eyes when she saw her aunt's house on fire, and she couldn't believe her ears when she heard her aunt was trapped inside.
Something I would never forget in my life.
The house went up in flames around 2 a.m. this morning. Officials say 4 people were in the house at the time of the fire. Anthony Gibson made it out alive but went back to try to save his mother, but the flames were too strong in that upstairs bedroom. 72-year-old Gibson, a woman who was bedridden from a stroke, didn't make it. Fire officials say they did everything they could. Some even had to be taken off duty.
He was forced to jump back out the window. He went to the hospital with burns to his ears. And we did have another firefighter that fell through the porch roof a little bit later.
Family members and friends spent the day remembering a woman they say was one of a kind.
She's a good woman. She was a good woman. She did stuff for everybody.
She was a loving and caring person. She did whatever she could for the community. She cared about her loved ones.
This community is trying to make sense of this tragedy, turning to one another for support right outside of the charred home. Family members say it was a celebration of her life and that she wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
That's what she was about, just being around her family, listening to music. That's just what she was about, just loving and caring.
And one of the firefighters injured in this incident will not be returning to duty for 2 weeks. Fire officials say the burns on his ears were pretty severe. Now, family members say they're thankful the firefighters did all they could, and they're also thankful Gibson's son and her 2 granddaughters made it out alive. They say this fire could have been much worse. Christine?
And Joe Angel, any word on what may have started the fire at this point?
Well, fire officials say they're still investigating the cause. They're working very closely with police. I will tell you this, though, a lot of people here told me today that they believe this fire was suspicious, and we're just going to have to wait and see what investigators say within the next few days.
All right.